Yes, babes, we're back here at No Boundaries. This is episode 13, and I haven't come up with a name yet. Might be the first time, so we're just gonna go along. We're back at the Funkhouse studio, actually. It's been a very long time. Probably you can hear it from the audio quality. It's not my shitty bedroom setup. But yeah, here at Funkhouse, it's a lovely, gloomy Tuesday, and yeah, again having my morning beer at the Funkhouse studio. It's a little bit of a throwback. So yeah, this is John Roberts went.
When it's safe, you first need to tap the notification. Then you can let headsets work with your phone when it's locked.
Yeah, it's been a very productive month. It's Yeah, it's good to be able to say that like I haven't done a show in like 3 weeks, but it's for a good cause, not because I'm lazy. Yeah, it's been a crazy January, bleeding into February. Doing a little stand up, making a short film. It's been very creative, very hectic. I have a newfound appreciation for film people in general because it's a very impossible thing to do, even if you have a budget. I mean, if you don't, which was obviously my case, as anyone that's ever listened to this, even for 2 minutes, will have already guessed. It's given. But yeah, it was quite a lovely experience. We're actually finishing shooting tomorrow. Doing a little. I'm gonna be naked in my bathtub, basically, which is not very unusual when there's a camera rolling. Um, for those of you who know me, yeah, a lot of fun. Um, Even shot at a lake during this fucking Berlin winter. It was actually nice. Last year this time it was like minus 15, and now it's kind of like a mellow 4. Love a mellow 4. Yeah, I've been doing loads of stand up. There's actually a competition started already. Berlin New Stand Up Award, and yeah, my heat is next week, and I'll be happy to make a fool of myself. I don't know. Honestly, like I saw some of the other like heats, and there's some fucking killers there. And on mine, I don't know anyone, so it's fair game. I might move on to the next round and then get um, shit on there. Who knows? We'll see. Um, yeah, nice. Welcome back. No boundaries here at the Lazy Eye. Show with music that knows no boundaries, with a host that clearly needs some. Um, and yeah, coming live from, not live, coming live. I mean, it's happening live for me, not for anyone else. Yeah, we're at Funkhouse again. Came to pick up some equipment, and thought this is a nice opportunity to reach out to this vast audience of the Lazy Eye. Um, so yeah, music today is, I don't know. I don't know if there's a theme anymore for the show. I know there's a couple of shows coming up now that um, the schedule is not insanely hectic anymore. There's a couple of like nice guests that we're gonna do some like crazy shows coming up in the next couple of weeks. So I'm excited for that. Getting back on track. For now, it's just kind of me having my morning beer, as I used to every other week in the studio. Um, Now let's move on to something a little bit. I thought I'd start like I don't know. I love John Roberts, and it's kind of like a gloomy day, piano sort of ambient pieces. But let's move on to one of my new favorite artists that I kind of knew for me. Like I kind of discovered them this month. I already played um, a song of theirs on the previous show, I think. Um, but this is Ono Capono, and the track is called Disappearing Jacob.
I wanna smoke with you. I wanna smoke with you. I wanna smoke with you. Yeah, like that shit. Rolling, smoking, potent, trolling, coasting, ocean, token, potion. I'm rolling, I'm smoking, shit's potent, controlling, stay coasting. Ocean, great token, my potion.
I got that shit, then lit the click 169, flick that chronic tip.
Wake up, sun beaming through my window pane while I scrape up. Money off my floor to get a draw, then I straight cut. Skating down the road, I feel my phone ringing, it's Jacob. Jacob was the shot, about to link him by the main car.
Yo, Catman. Yeah, I was gonna say fucking.
Fuck, man. Must have been a rock or something. Crashed my shit and smashed my phone. Didn't know what Jacob was about to say, but fuck it. Cruising on some fuck shit, kinda limping from the slug hit. Made it to the spot to cut the pot like how we does it. Got off my board, was waiting for what seemed like fucking hours.
What's going on, man?
Jacob never showed up, didn't have my phone to call. Sitting feeling like a fool. Jacob, what the fuck happened? I'm still waiting for my weed. Some say that he went to jail, others say he ran away with money from his brother Del. Though sometimes I wonder, sitting thinking Jacob fucking hell.
We can't be found, still I'm rolling, dipping around. Fuck that shit, I need some draw. I'll find a link and cut up.
Straight up. Dylan. Fuck man. Can't check. I wanna smoke with you. I wanna smoke with you. Yeah. I wanna smoke with you. Light it up. I wanna smoke with you. Light it up.
Fuck that shit, we can't be found. Still I'm rolling, dipping around. For that shit, I need some draw. I'll find a link and cut up.
Anyway, I went home, right, and my mum was like, "Hey, Jermaine, you blood clot boy. Why you want to skate around the road and you like a skateboard looking for your ganja? You know, say me have 2 blood clot bag of ants inside my bedside table, you know. Go and take a lick of zoot in the ass."
Oh, thanks, Mum. You're the best.
So yeah, that was oh, that's the outro. Just it's like a bunch of cats, you know. So yeah, that was Ono Capono. Also great fucking name. Disappearing Jacob. And yeah. What else, man? I had a very intense Saturday because I was shooting. Like I woke up at 7. I think I slept. I was with like Sophia, my friend was helping with the shoot, and we went out and we're like, okay, we're gonna be home by 11, and then we're gonna sleep at 12 and wake up at 7:30. Obviously, we stayed out till like 3 or like 2:30. Went back home, slept for like 4 hours, and headed to a fucking lake in the middle of nowhere. We were shooting till like 5. Then we left at like 5 something. I was home by like 6:20, and at 7:15 I had to be at a show to do stand up after like a whole day of shooting. So I fucking run to the show. I get there just a tiny bit late, but I'm like, I think I still have like 15 minutes to like go up on stage. And the host tells me like, so the 2 people that are before you are not here yet. Would you like to go up like now? So I'm like, oh shit, I have to like compose my thoughts. So I just kind of rushed to the stage. I actually did pretty well. It was very loose. It was very fun. And afterwards I went to this birthday party, which was like at this Airbnb that a movie production that was canceled just had the Airbnb sort of like left, like they couldn't unbook it, they couldn't get refunded, so they were just kind of using it as an office space. And so they decided to throw the birthday party for the other person there, which also, if you know like how Airbnbs can be, it's not always, sometimes it's tricky to like throw in a party. I mean, to be fair, it was a very lame party, so that helps. I don't know, everyone was just like sitting around and on a bed and some furniture for hours. Even when we did drugs, it wasn't really like, no one really did anything about it. So I was like, at some point I'm like, okay. Oh, by the way, Colette was there from the Dumb Bitch Disease show. The Dumb Bitch Disease show famously does 1 episode a year. But yeah, maybe we'll be back soon, who knows. But yeah, I was reunited with that bitch, which was amazing. But then at some point I'm like, okay, I've had like a 20-hour day already. I'm not gonna just sit around here and just smile at people. So I left and I went to this bar where I was flirting with like the girl that works at the door, checking vaccines and stuff. So just went there and just had like 3 or 4 more drinks and was just kind of like sitting by the door and talking to her. And then there was it's kind of like a queer bar, and there were 2 of the drunkest bears I've ever seen, just trying to really hard to get some dick. Which it kind of became a game of like everyone was like trying to avoid it because they were like too drunk to even like communicate. So it was just like, and they were big, and they both had like, it's a small bar, so they had like this kind of sway going where like everyone just kind of parted to let them sway. And then whenever they would go and talk to a guy, there would just be a sort of maneuver, and they would just like let them sit there. It was very bizarre. And then, one of them got really mad by the fact that I told him I'm like gonna buy and I'm seeing girls, and he was very, very bummed, like almost angry, like he couldn't really wrap his hand around it. And but anyway, that was a fun night. Ended up going also like something like very, like it kind of reminded me of, I don't know, it was very throwbacky for me because it just reminded me of like high school, sort of that era of like 17 to 19, where I was like flirting with this girl, and at some point it's been like fucking 24 hours that I'm awake and I've had a lot of drugs and alcohol, and we're like flirting a lot. So I'm like, I'd love to like give you a kiss before I leave. And my house is also like on that block. It's like super convenient for when you're trashed. And she's like, yeah, I really want to too, but there's this guy that owns this bar, and apparently he's like always watching. And so there was this situation for like 20 minutes where we're like trying to orchestrate something, but it almost reminded me of like, yeah, but my parents might be getting home soon. I don't know. It was like very, very obscure for my Berlin experiences generally. Like I found it very funny. But anyway, that was my Saturday. Super, super intense, you know. Let's move on to this.
This old house, this old house, this old ladies, all the chicks, ladies, all the chicks.
back. This is the classic play a long song so you can go and smoke. Yeah, that's the only privilege that this studio doesn't have is smoking while doing the podcast, which my bedroom has, and I've been enjoying it thoroughly. Yeah, so we're back. No boundaries with no theme today, but I'll figure something out. Give it a saucy little title. Yeah, I've been on the apps a bit lately. Had a difficult emotional fall, and then I went into. If you remember, we had the horny December, which was more like frustrated horny, whereas January is horny with actual rewards. Yeah, it's been nice. I've been on the apps a lot, just matching with people, just like talking, flirting. Yeah, it's fucking weird. I mean, I don't know. It's fucking bizarre. Also, like, there's this funny thing of like, the dating app cemetery of just like hundreds of matches that you kind of said hi, how are you, good, you good, and then never talked again. And I've been actually like, I don't, it might be like my tiny OCD of just keeping things a little bit tidy. Like, it's weird because I mostly enjoy chaos. I'm not very controlling, but like with some stuff, I'm like, I need everything very organized. So I've been like, going to like all the old matches and just unmatching, so I have a little bit of more a select. I don't know, but it's funny that like there's so many people that just accumulate that you just say hi to and then never talk again, and they're just. It's funny that like, I don't know, that once like 3 days go by of like nothing, then it's almost like a mutual agreement that, okay, dude, it's not gonna happen, and you just kind of let it be. It's weird, right? Because most apps, like, there's, I don't know. I don't know. Isn't it a little bit bizarre that we just kind of like give up on something after 3 days and we're like, well, this is never gonna become anything. But yeah, I've been on the apps. I had actually a weird experience, which I don't feel very safe talking on the podcast, but I matched with this person, and I think the second or third message was about the podcast. Now, I don't have any of my social media attached to my dating apps, and I only have my first name on that one. So, yeah, and this person, it's a little bit, it's a little bit creepy, like a little bit, just a tad, I guess like also like that's what like most women go through on social media, where there's like a dude trying to track down their Instagram and find, I don't know. But it was a little bit alarming. To hi, hi. I'm sure you're a nice person. Hi, I am. Yeah, no, I don't feel uncomfortable at all. No, this is great. So anyway, yeah, if you're listening, thank you. But yeah, that anyway, moving on. Yeah, man. Fun January. The fact that the most like dates I've had have been during the time where I've been doing the most. There's an interesting, like, I don't want to get inspirational here, but I don't know, like spending the last month making a movie, doing so much stand-up and kind of running around. Yeah, there's this thing of like when you start doing things that are like very challenging and you kind of have to like just be on top of it every day, it kind of creates more, I don't know, time becomes like more tangible. You're like, I don't know, I'm going to be spending these 8 hours doing that, and then I have 3 hours where I can do something fun. Whereas if you just have 12 hours that are empty, you never really do anything, and I'm very guilty of that, where I can just kind of slack forever. So it's been a super interesting experience to just kind of like, yeah. Now I'm getting a little bit, like all those cunts on Instagram, they're like, run 10 miles a day, then talk to your family for 3 hours on the clock, then go work out, then do this protein shake, and then you'll fucking be successful. I'm starting to get where they're coming from, at least. Like, I understand them. Yeah, like, the more you do, the more you want to do, and the more you feel like doing. But yeah, it's fascinating for someone that spent a lot of time just sort of like sitting there, kind of, just sitting there, looking a bit to the right, a bit to the left, having a drink. This is an interesting experience. Yeah, I have a lot of energy, a lot of focus. It's been good. It's been intense. So yeah, that's my how many cents is the phrase? That's my 5 cents. I don't know, might be 2 cents. But yeah, that's all the cents I have anyway. Is it enough for a beer? Let's see. Where do we go from here? I think, should we go more electronic-y? Oh, by the way, the previous 2 songs I played, the first one I have to track down a bit later because now I've moved on. But the second one that we just came back from was Sundown Syndrome by Tame Impala. Now, I'm not the kind of person that plays Tame Impala because that's very 2009, but this is from an old album, and it's a little bit of I think it's unreleased, and it just always makes me kind of feel all lovely. So I still play that one, but not any of the others, okay? If you want to challenge me. So let's see now. Let's go a little bit more. Yeah, let's get some energy going. Yeah, so I changed my mind while I was gonna go more electronic. Then I remembered this. Also, a song that I've been like listening to quite a lot lately. It's Ila Mata by so the Bab L apostrophe blues BLUZ. So yeah. Um, I don't know. There's 2022. I'm very excited by. I hope we're gonna be able to. They're gonna let us be excited about it. But yeah, it was. I'm coming back to Greece for a while, which is a little bit of a shock for me more than anyone else. I didn't expect it, but yeah, I think I'm gonna sublet my apartment, my room, for 5-6 months and sort of come back to Athens a bit. But I'm gonna reclaim my Athens experience because I've been talking a lot of shit about Greece and Athens on this podcast, and I mean it, and I also mean the nice things. It's a weird balance. It's like a lovely place to be and a horrific place to live and have hopes and dreams. So I'm kind of, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go back and stay for a bit, be at the bar, run some shit. I'm considering very seriously starting like a stand-up show in English in Athens. I think, so apparently there's one running already, but they do like one every 2 weeks, which for stand-up, like, because in Berlin, like there's been some weeks where I just do like 1 to 2 every day, which is the only way you can really get going with stand-up. So I'm going to get in touch and see if the people that are already running stuff want to collaborate and we do 2 shows a week, or I might take it upon myself, and try and start something there. And then hopefully by the time I have to leave, there's enough people that can like keep it going. Because I think there's definitely a market in Athens. I think like Greek people are very into stand-up, and also there's a lot of foreigners. No, there's a bunch of expats, I think, in Athens. It's not Berlin, obviously, but I feel like there's a lot of people there that would be down for something like that. So yeah, we're gonna try that. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to kind of go back to Athens, but this time kind of do it my shit, like sort of reframe my experience there a little bit. And yeah, I also have like a nice, warm, lovely summer. I think it will work. And if it doesn't work, I'll be so excited to come back to Berlin that I'm going to fucking kill it next year. So yeah, it's a win-win. Yeah, and we'll see. But yeah, I'm super excited. Next couple of months, I'm just kind of finishing the film, post-production, doing a bunch of stand-up, and then and then I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna proceed with all of this. But it's very exciting. I hope you'll also kind of in a nice process of reclaiming spaces and ideas and possibilities. Yeah, I mean we've it's been like 2 years that a lot has changed, and I think people are getting very comfortable with the idea of like changing little things in their life and kind of reshaping how they want to go about things. So to me, it's all pretty exciting. So yeah, look at me being all positive. Kind of low-key disgusted by myself. Well, it won't last for long. Don't worry. Probably next podcast I'll be like fucking hate my life. But for now it's good. It's good. Okay, let's take it a little bit more experimental, electronique, take it that direction. There's actually a Greek artist that I didn't know, Sophia Loizou, and the track is called Shadows of the Future. What? Shadows of Futurity. Futurity? This is very Greek people just making up words that sound like they're real. Anyway, yeah. So Sophia Louisu. got a little bit carried away there and started doing a set. Oh, that was fun. I also need like I need a DJ name now that like all the artistic work is very separated. I need to find like a quirky, fun DJ name, just because I want to like have, I don't know, once a while have a little kiki DJing. It's always fun. I don't know. I'm thinking something about like Miss Tootsie. I have her tattooed on my leg. I don't know. DJ Tootsie's Brisket. It needs to be a little bit ridiculous, just so I enjoy it. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, got a bit carried away there. I think I'm gonna, play some more music and then go work. So this was a fun, no boundaries, with no kind of intention or schedule, or very sort of impromptu. Recording today on Tuesday. Hopefully it's out by Thursday. We'll see. But yeah, hope you're all doing good. We're getting back on the Lazy Eye content situation. It was a 3-week gap with nothing. Maybe there was some stand-up. I don't know. Anyway, there was some stand-up. Yeah, come on, that's good. So yeah, again, thank you for listening. The Lazy Eye salutes you. And yeah, see you next time.